Oh, my evil minions of the RageGaming Empire, my name is Evil Genius Rage Maximilian, and we return to our evil endeavors as a massive all-out mega brawl has been occurring at the front of the base. You have no idea. Like, look at this. Look at this. I mean, they are just beyond incompetent. I mean, the only way we're going to catch him is with a wind walk. I'm going to finally stand people down, but he has managed to get away, which is, of course, terrible, but I mean, I tried. I have no real idea how that even, I just don't. What I'm going to do is move that out here, because today, my awesome evil hench people watching this, because you all are, even if you don't think you're an evil hench person, well, I'm afraid you are. Alright, Maximilian, I need you to get off your desk, please, because you're going to go into the lab. I'm going to try everything I can in order to begin the research phase, and in order to do this, I am going to move the objects so that may refresh the scientists' interest in them. And what else I'm going to do is power down and turn off the comms room, forcing scientists to stop using the comms, as you can see all of them, and maybe think about actually investigating things. Fortunately, I cannot turn off every room, but I can at least do a few. See, look at that. We instantly have a scientist having a little look at this frozen soldier, but he's just admiring it. He's not actually researching. Wow, everyone really is liking that guy. That's amazing what has already been achieved via turning off that room, because what's good is with this room turned off, we don't have much intel abroad. That is certainly true, but what we do have is a lot more minions roving around the base, which is deliciously useful, because it's a lot harder for the agents of justice to... bodyguard. Hey, what? Tamara. Okay then. Why is there a casual bodyguard here? What is she doing? I don't actually know. The science equipment has been moved, which is good. Training is happening on all fronts, which is also fantastic, although it is keeping a few of the scientists locked up. I'm not sure. I feel like this every now and then you do get a few bodyguards which go to your evil self. And talking of my evil self, I need to be here. Yes, you do, Maximilian, because what you're going to do is have a little point in the research lab, because if I have him in the research lab, he's going to encourage more research to happen. So I am really... What is going on with him? So are you okay? Minion, you seem to be breaking all of your bones. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure how you did that, but wow. Just... wow, okay?
They must work harder.
Yes, they must work harder. Okay, so we've acquired an extra bodyguard, which is rather useful. The scientists are all gloating over the various ill-gotten gains. But I might move this to the corridor as well. I feel like a corridor of loot, which improves minions as they go past it, is quite a nice idea. Maybe I will move up some of this loot, actually. Not the Uber loot, because I think that would be a little bit too risky, but certainly, for example, the spaceman. I've always wanted you to know. Sweet. I always like an excuse to sing that song, and we actually have guards. Awesome. I just really wish there was a feature in this game that I could have my guards constantly armed without having to be in a state of alertness. I also like that the mercenary is currently bullying the spin doctor for reading. There is actually bullying that goes on between the science minions and the military minions. Oh, that's the technician doing. What is he doing? Is he going to oh my god, he's going to input something into the data bank! This is the moment we have been waiting for. Research is go! Finally, we can research the heavy rifle shooting range. we can choose to use the laser, and we can eventually pay cash incentives once the research is underway. See, that was all it took. Now we've got the door to research, we've got the Spin Doctor studio to research. It is go. I am most certainly excited because our evil plans can really come to fruition. No, but seriously, guys, this is really, really cool. Researching is one of the best things you can do in this game. It really, really is. Let's put all of that on there. No, I don't want to cancel the research. What I would like to do is have the ability to pay, but apparently that is not going to happen. Do it. See, look, there is the research canister. He is going to go take it to the object I want researched, scan it in. Oh, wow, the research is coming in thick and fast now. That is very, very good. Alright, so we're going to be having a lot of upgraded traps, a lot of upgraded things. I can turn this back on just a little bit now, simply because we do have research to work on, so it's not as imperative to force the science minions into doing that. Jubei, where are you, my friend? What I need you to do is a little, let's call it a little bit of a job for me, and it's called kill that person. Discipline must be maintained indeed, you psychopathic grandma. I mean, really, what more do you want? You can... In fact, no, let's go glute. Yes, let's glute. And here we have some research happening. Ah, petty technician. He's kind of okay, but not that much more intelligent than your average minion. Is going to begin firing the laser and basically seeing what happens. Oh, we can even research the chalkboard now. Isn't that lovely? And there is still no cash incentives to pay. I can't remember exactly how that system works, but I do know it is incredibly useful. He's going to whack that in, have a little climb up. I really love how all of these things are done. There's a lot of attention been paid to making sure the minions all really do look like they're working properly. It's really nice to watch everything go. We're about to have the scientist input more into the data bank, which should unlock some further research. This is going to keep hammering down on everything. The research machine gets used for all things, and then stuff like the laser is the specific stuff you can research on. Ooh, is he going to find something? Oh, no! That is awkward. I lost my technician. That is very, very awkward. But we now have an impact stress analyzer, and this is another research tool, though also admittedly a tool that can be used to torture some unsuspecting individuals, is what I would say. This requires 2 to the right, so technically speaking I can move that there, though not while it's in use, because obviously I do want my research to continue. You can use that there. You see the research bar going down. That is as the laser ring occurs. Oh, I cannot wait to get some of the advanced stuff, because it really is quite cool. I need more money, actually. And what else? Oh, I've lost the one in that area as well. That is upsetting. We need to find this final piece of Uber loot, and we also need the 4 mercenaries required for this, which is going to take a fair amount of time. What is going on over here? A soldier of fortune. Oh, he has passed out, it seems, from overexerting himself. Very, very good. That is what I like to see from my minions. Now, we should be able to move this. In fact, we move it here. And we now have the big screen. Oh, this is a corker. This is a corker. This is why I've left this space here the entire time. Oh no, have I just... No, I've not quite done the dimensions correct. That is very awkward. Well, I guess we're going to have a big screen here and a big screen here. 50k, dropping 100k on those big screens. That is how it goes. So now I'm going to move this to here. Shh, It's fine. Oh, and now we can research the loot that we acquired. I wonder what that will give us. Come on, admit it, guys. You're there like, oh, there's so many goodies we're going to find. Oh, he is taking notes of the spacesuit, which means he is considering it a worthy object for research. What would a spacesuit do for us, ladies and gentlemen? I really am like a kid in a candy shop when it comes to research in this game, because there's so many cool things and you just want them all. You want them all. Yes, you do. Who is doing this? Oh, he hasn't even got the crate yet. That's been going for a while as well. Okay, he's going to input something new. Let us research that with the laser so we can get a trap or 2 types of things from it. I think they may be doors because of the lock and key, but we shall of course see. We can move that to there now that we do have more space. In fact, we can more tastefully arrange this room. I think we can. If we leave the carpet where it is and then put the dollar bill perhaps here, and then if we move the carpet in between, and then we can leave the Eiffel Tower like here, and then that should be about right, I'd say. And here we have the compactor. Do I have an unsuspecting agent? No, I do not. I cannot wait to show you torture with that, because it is really, really fun. They get like rammed through it and used on every single one, and it is just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And we can now use previously researched objects on the compactor. We can choose what type we would like to do. So for example, if we research the door and put it through stress testing, we would get a better door because it's now sturdier. That makes the sense. All the sense. How many mercenaries do we have? 4 and 2 more on their way. I guess once we do have 2 more, why is there just casually research canisters on the ground? Silly scientists and their silliness. And by silliness, I mean great intelligence. We have the control station. The control station is great because it's as powerful as the double station, but only requires 1 minion to man it, and takes up, obviously, a lot less space. So we'll grab some of them. I'm not even worried about spending all my money. I'm going to be stealing so much between now and next episode. Yes, indeed. Do we have any more research options? I kind of want to use a few things on the compactor, but that is okay. Hopefully they will have a look at the power generators and be like, we can improve this! For we do literally have the technology, but they're just performing maintenance as it currently stands. The big screen is go. How is our training going? We currently have 5 mercenaries. The 6th one is on the way. That is very, very good. Who is currently dealing with the research? That is the question. The canister that was on the ground there. Ah, here we go. It is on its way. Lovely jubbly. This is also on its way to investigate something. I wonder what it is. I hope it's the lockers. Ah, no, it's this one. Okay, that makes sense. I love how minions drop things like it is on fire. I guess we'll go to there and start plotting. That makes sense. And I'm going to actually just bring them all back to there. We have 5 mercenaries now, so honestly, I am confident in sending 4 of them out, as well as some valets to keep the heat down, 1 guard, and we'll just send a smattering of normal workers as cannon fodder, basically. Is that evil? I don't think that's that evil. Maybe a little, but it makes me happy all over. Really? Really? Ooh, he's taking notes of the door. That is good. That is very, very good. They are currently on their way, but they're being a little bit lazy. Probably because a fair amount of them are chilling in the comms room. But that's okay. We don't need to worry about that at all. I love that we just have a random bodyguard now. Like, they're not even a friendly, because I can red tag them, so it's just like, why are they here? Like, brazenly to walk into my evil lair? I mean, that has to be rewarded, doesn't it? Just such massive balls on her. Not literally, of course, because that would be a little bit weird. But we're not going to go down that train of thought. Choo-choo, not today. Not today, indeed. This is actually really good here as a thoroughfare because it's upping all their stats as they walk past, which is really quite nice. Some artifacts do lower some stats and raise others, but generally speaking, they'll mostly cancel each other out, so it is fine. Research is on its way back. The scientist, come on, you can do this. Whack it. Why'd you keep putting it down? What are you doing? Oh my god. I guess we'll move the laser to there then. I guess if it's too irritating for you guys to use. Maybe that's what's caused it, because I keep moving the laser. Are you going to put it in the machine? Are you just going to go whack it on there? No new objects to research, despite them doing that. Yeah, they're just piling them on the ground there. Pick it back up. Pick it back up. He seems pretty frustrated. Who are you? Zach Klein. Not feeling too good. I'm sorry, my friend. I am sorry. Well, not that sorry, but, you know, looking for research potential. This makes me happy. Hey, here we go. It's being picked up again, and it's finally going to go to the laser. I hope it's going to go to the laser. He may just drop it in front of the laser. Nope, it's actually going on. Thank God for that. The research is occurring. Because, of course, everything is better through chemistry. He's going to input something into the data banks, which should give us a new option, potentially to use it with the compactor. And there it is, the door. And then... oh, so the first result gave us the compactor. Now we're going to use it with the compactor. And now we can pay to add incentive to make it even better. You don't get to add incentives until you have multiple research objects. I do remember that now. And we have a couple scientists inputting, which is really, really nice as well. I am happy. I am very evilly happy today. The dish. Let us put it on the compactor, just because I want to see it get used. I think that's the main thing here. What object will we uncover next? A lot of good training going on. They're here in the globe. They need to hide. Well, 7 minutes 20. Okay, then. The disguised rifle rack. Not the most useful of objects, but something certainly quite good. It just looks like normal shelves. But they are, of course, proper ones. And to be fair, the disguised rifle rack is good in the sense that I can put it here, and it generates a lot less heat. But I'm not in a rush to replace them at the moment, because anyone who walks in there and uncovers my evil deeds will shortly be having a one-way trip to the grave. Oh, is he actually looking at the data bank for research? That is quite good. Quite good. Oh, he's looking at the compactor as well. Can we research the compactor on the compactor? Because that would be compactor section 7. Ah, motion detector. Lovely. That is a much upgraded trap sensor compared to the pressure plate. Here we go. So this is much more reliable than the sensor pad. A lot more expensive, of course, but certainly worth it, because those agents of justice, as they get better and better trained, will be very good at avoiding pressure pads on the floor. You do get some incredibly awesome detectors later on, though. You really do. They are still waiting to be researched. He is doing it, about to extract it from the thing. So basically the process is scientists come over here, grab some canisters, go to the object they want to research, zap it into the canister, which is a really cool process. We'll follow Mr. Everett Chi on his journey. Yes, we will. Did he just scratch his crotch at me? Because I feel like he did. Okay, here we go with the zappy process. What is it that he wants researched? That is the question. We will keep up with him. Have you noticed how rooms go dark when no one is in them as well? It's quite a nice little touch there. Any other scientists doing sciencey things? Not particularly. Oh, hello. You are both going to get captured. Yes, you are. Oh no, damn it, I did it again. I need to check more often the globe, I really do. So now that we've lost some heat in here, let us begin this mission. Now it is a 7 minutes long mission, so I'm actually going to add some spin doctors to it, as well as a couple more guards and a technician, just because the more buffer you have there, the more successful it is likely to be. So where was our technician friend going? Here it is, to the radio dish, and he will get one of the canisters and literally absorb the science energy off the object in question, which is just fantastic. It really, really is. Oh, how is he doing as well? Is that going to go to the object you want researching? It is, so I imagine it will be literally this door here, which is quite a short research route. Oh no, he's just abandoning it. What? Why? Well, I guess his smarts is quite low, so he's off to go immerse himself in the library. The library becomes a lot more important now that I have a healthy supply of science minions, because it's their main location for regenerating the stat that they need to do research, so it does make a lot of sense. Cool, he has been captured really nicely, so has the other one. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. What quality are these? A poor one. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. Oh my god. That is quite... Jubei? Jubei, my friend, can you please windwalk over here and help out? Just a tad. Just a slight tad. There you go. Lovely. Oh no, Grandma! Grandma! No, we've lost Grandma! Oh, Granny! Oh, Granny, how could you? Oh no, Granny. Hey, we've got something in the compactor. See, it's just a massive physical punishment test, which is really quite cool. Is he going to go for it again? He is. So the first one is smashing down on it. The next one is smashing it in the sides. Then that raises after it gets slammed into the wall with obviously comic timing sounds, because, you know, that is the evil way of doing things. And then that's going to return to the machine to grant us a brand new object. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. They probably all need killing as well while I'm here. Cool, that's okay. Yay, Grandma's alive!
It's for their own good.
It is for their own good. At least you know what's up, Grandma. You also need killing as well. And our interrogations, are they going on? Not enough yet. I will do that. I'm simply not going to use this as a torture device yet because it is in use by research. I don't want to interrupt the research flow as it's difficult enough to get the flow going to begin with. That sounds a little bit weird, actually, now that I think about it. But we're not going to worry about that either. I don't like that there isn't a middle place in this storeroom. I really don't. But, you know, it's okay. And now we have the field barrier door. These are excellent doors. Let me get rid of that. They are expensive. They're certainly not to be used everywhere, but they are very, very effective. And not to mention freaking cool. They are a laser beam door. Look at that. That is one of my favorite objects by far. How is this going? Once this mission completes, I think it is a good time to end the episode. The science is happening, and the evil is happening. All of the things are happening. Ooh, the door is being researched as well. It's about to finally go back in here, and we're going to get one more new object from today's episode. What is it going to be? What is it going to be? Come on, my scientist. Come on, my evil scientist. I'm so desperate for your research. I want it everywhere. Maybe I get too into this, but maybe I don't get into this enough. You know what I'm saying? Yes, make it go things. Yes, yes, make muscle motions at the research machine. That does make it do better things. Are we good? Are we good? Yep, press that button. And we now have the heavy security door, which, to be fair, is not as good as the laser barrier door, so we kind of researched ahead of ourselves a little, but it is a cheaper alternative. That is a slight problem there. Not gonna lie. Gonna have to extend the power plant just a little bit. I say just a little bit, quite a large amount actually. That is going to go, and then you need to Destroy that, and then this needs to get moved to here so people can actually get to the new room. Okay, how is this going on? Pretty well, everything going nice and smoothly. 2 minutes remaining. And this should be able to go here approximately now. Now. Why can't I move you there? That's very irritating, actually. Come on, turn around, guard. You gotta kill that one now. Which is very unfortunate, because now it means our power is going to be even less. Yeah. We're about to go into complete shutdown. Oh no, we managed to get away with it. That's alright, I suppose, then. Though this does mean this is going to get blocked off. But everything will be figured out once this room is complete. But for now... also halts research, because obviously you can't use the research machines without the power! What it can do is this, and that'll put us back into the green, because I've turned off all the machines in there. Though that probably wasn't a sensible thing to do while such a high priority mission is happening, but you know, I like to live on the wild side. Yes, I do. No, I need someone to be walking down this corridor. Ha! Trevor Bake! Thank you very much, my evil valet of awesome! Sweet. We have got... but things are going nicely, I have to say. Things are going very nicely. We do need to identify the last bit of Uber loot, though. That is quite worrying as to its location. I may have to check out China for that. I do have... yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to send these guys home and then transfer them to over here, where they are going to spend their time plotting. And now we can't see how long is left on that, but it wasn't that long, so it should be okay. That is on its way to demolishing. Yep, there we go. The charges are being crafted. It feels like we've come a very long way since we first landed on this evil island, and I would have to say that yes.
An armament research lab in Perth was infiltrated earlier today, according to a leaked Sabre memo. No weapons were stolen, but some important schematics were downloaded onto disk by the villains. Now, onto the lighter stuff. My producers think that the news has been too depressing lately, so let me introduce you to Comedy Bruce. G'day, mate. What's with all the evil genius stuff these days? Why don't we ever hear about evil morons, eh? What's with that? This is gonna be a long day.
Alright, so there we go. That'll do for today's episode. My name has been Rage. Remember to evilly like this and subscribe for more. Goodbye.